Coming up on Mountain News this morning, health experts encourage parents to get their kids vaccinated as the new school year quickly approaches. And the Virginia Dental Association makes a stop in one community to help put smiles on people's faces.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you on this Monday, just before 5 o'clock. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. And, well, let's take it over to Cameron Aaron this morning instead of Brandon. Brandon is filling in during the evening newscast for Evan. And Cameron, you're here all week, right?
I'm here all week. You can't get rid of me.
So bet you're pumped for that.
I brought the rain chances with me too, so I hope you brought the umbrella, Dakota, as you walk out the door, because you're going to need it later on today. Let's take a live look this morning, though, over in Whitesburg in Letcher County. Good morning to all our friends in Letcher County. Current temperature is sitting at 70 degrees. That dew point also at 70, so it is very muggy and sticky as you walk out the door. 81 at this hour in Somerset, 78 in Jackson and Pikeville, 72 over in Manchester. Dew points upper 60s, lower 70s. The air is ripe. It is very sticky and toasty as you walk out the door this morning. Up on Pinpoint Doppler, most of us are dry, but we do have a few showers, especially west of I-75. We could see a few sprinkles this morning, but if you miss out on the rain this morning, just trust me, plenty more opportunities are on the way, especially into this afternoon and evening. High temperatures a little bit cooler, middle to lower 80s, and I have that complete forecast coming up in just a little bit. Dakota.
All right, Cameron, thank you. Well, the Commonwealth continues to see an increase of COVID-19 cases. Take a look at your screen. This is the latest community levels map that was sent out by Team Kentucky. You can see that many of the counties in the Commonwealth are in red, including almost all of our coverage area. The only counties that are not in red are Jackson, Estill, and Pulaski. Well, believe it or not, summer is more than halfway over and back-to-school events are back. With COVID cases climbing throughout the Commonwealth, doctors are saying getting their children vaccinated should be on the top of every parent's checklist. Dr. Christina Bryant is with Norton Children's Hospital. She says recently more kids are getting COVID through hospitals, but though hospitalizations are still low.
I do think it is remarkable, though, that this morning we had 4 children hospitalized with COVID at the Children's Hospital, because for some time now, there have been many days when we've had no kids hospitalized.
Doctors say the best way to fight the trending cases is to make sure your child has gotten their COVID shots before the start of the school year. In addition to mask wearing, the CDC also recommends going back to avoiding crowded indoor events, physical distancing, and of course, staying home if you feel sick. Well, making teeth shine across the region, that is the goal for the Virginia Dental Association Foundation, and it stopped in Wise during the weekend. This is the first year back since the pandemic for the foundation. It provides free dental care at various locations around Virginia, helping areas without access. Michelle McGregor, who is the Director of Community and Collaborative Partnerships at VCU School of Dentistry, says many people don't prioritize oral health.
Nothing hurts, they just don't think about it, everything, and you have other competing factors. I got to get to work, I don't want to take time off, or, I really need to go to my medical doctor.
Well, McGregor says everyone should visit a dentist at least twice a year to get their teeth cleaned. Well, the hot weather that's persisting across the Commonwealth creates a life or death situation for those experiencing homelessness. The Catholic Action Center in Lexington is mobilizing its efforts to bring them supplies to help them survive the heat this past weekend. Brother Thomas Cottle has shared some of Lexington's coldest nights and hottest days with the people who are most impacted by Mother Nature's extremes.
Somebody can die in this heat if we don't keep an eye on them. If you're not able to help them, I'm sure we can call 911 to help.
Cottle asked the public to call 911 if you see anyone who is in need of medical attention due to the heat. A 12-year-old boy fell through the roof of a condemned Lexington building back in April. Since then, his community has rallied behind him and his family. Yesterday, 50 baseball teams played in a tournament benefiting Cameron called Grand Slam for Cam, and some actually hit grand slams like his friend Juan.
Base was loaded. I was just thinking about Cam, and I had a home run, drove one for him.
Cam's family says they appreciate all of the community support, and there's really only one thing they can ask for is prayers. Well, after going through breast cancer herself, one Bowling Green woman decided to take matters into her own hands to make it easier for women to self-examine their breast by simply opening an app on their phone. Jessica Baladad was diagnosed with breast cancer at 33 years old. She says one day she found a lump during a self-exam, but didn't think much of it. A few weeks prior, she had gone to the doctor and also had a clinical exam done, but nothing was said. She later found out the lump was indeed breast cancer. Due to her own experience, she wanted to help others, so she created the app Feel for Your Life.
I'll hear from women every day all over the world who said, hey Jessica, I found a lump because of your app. I went to the doctor. It ended up being nothing, but now I have an advocacy plan in place for myself. I do myself breast exams. I get clinical exams once a month. I'm talking to my doctor about genetics, and I'm going to see what my cancer disposition is, something along those lines is what they tell me about. And I'm like, wow, I didn't think it would have this kind of impact.
Well, you can get the Feel for Your Life app at the Apple Store or Google Play Store. You can also go to the website feelforyourlife.com. Well, thank you so much for getting your Monday morning started with us here on Mountain News this morning. When we come back, a wild experience out in the water leaves some sea lovers shaking in their boats. We'll have those details in just a few minutes.
And showers and thunderstorms return to the mountains for the week ahead. I have that latest forecast coming up.